Please be seated. Our esteemed guest, Speaker, Northern Security Advocacy Group, straight and invite the Speaker, Northern Advocacy,
to recognize you. We are here to honor you. We are here to again say thank you for your effort in ensuring that our veterans get what they truly desire. We want to say thank you for the reforms that you have put in place at the Military Pension Board. And again, I want to say there wouldn't have been a better chairman than you at this moment and this time, considering the rate of insecurity within the northern Nigeria. As a group, today the Northern Security Advocacy Group, we are here proudly to honor you, Air Vice Marshal M, Abdulraheem, Chairman of the Military Pensions Board, with an award of excellence. Mr. Chairman, Air Vice Marshal Abdulraheem has shown outstanding dedication, transparent leadership, and unwavering commitment to the welfare of Nigerian military veterans. Under his stewardship, as we have all seen and witnessed, the Military Pension Board has strengthened its processes, restored public trust, and ensured that the sacrifices of our veterans are met with dignity and timely support. Its reforms have cleared long-standing backlogs, and its administration has set a new standard of service, accountability, and empathy in national security administration. Its vision also extends to infrastructure. The ongoing construction of additional staff quarters at the board reflects his belief that those who serve our veterans must themselves be well cared for. This project will improve staff welfare and operational efficiency. For these reasons, the Northern Security Advocacy Group recognizes him today as the most dedicated chairman of the Military Pensions Board. This award is not just recognition of rank, but of character, service, and impact. It affirms that true leadership is measured by the lives you improve. Air Vice Marshal M. Abdulraheem, thank you for your service to our heroes and to the nation. We honor you today as the most outstanding and dedicated chairman of the Military Pensions Board. Recognize you as the most dedicated chairman. This staff, I don't think I have the honor, or rather I have the capacity, so I will respectfully invite one of the senior officers here on behalf of the Northern Security Advocacy Group.
Yeah, you can do it.
Thank you. And again, today we are out to present this as the most. Thank you. Please, Petro, kindly join me.
Directors can come. Are we good to go? Yeah.
The speaker, Northern Advocacy Group, and his team, my directors, distinguished members of press, ladies and gentlemen. I think I will consider myself a champion. I won just 2 gold medals today. Today the World Cup is starting very soon, and then before the World Cup starts, I've already won 2 gold medals. So it's an honor to receive this special award from very distinguished members of advocacy group. I didn't ask for it. When a woman willingly submits herself to you and says, I like you, then you have no option in saying that you also love her too. So I really appreciate this award from you. Thank you very much for all you do. And I've keenly listened to when you were reading, you were making your speech, to listen to either hear to say what this man is saying. Is this flattering, or is it really what it is about me? And there's no doubt when people talk about who you are, when they're actually saying what exactly it is about you, you also know. If they are saying what is actually not correct, or they are flattering, you also know that it is flattering. So for me, I keenly listened to what you were saying, and I'm interested in knowing whether what you were saying was flattering or what it was real. For me, leadership is a service. And at any point in time when I find myself in a position of authority, I see that platform as an opportunity for me to project what leadership is all about. Because leadership without mentorship is like a waste of time. You have a basket, you want to hold water inside, but you keep pouring water and there's a hole inside. So we are at a crossroad in our own country today that we are beginning to lose hope in whether there are young leadership. So the few of us who are blessed to have this opportunity, to have this platform, we want to give hope to people, to give hope to the younger ones, to say that there is really hope in this country. So without doubt, I thank you very much for this and for all you have said. You are the second group that came in today. The first group, I didn't know them. They came in, I thought it was your group, but they said no, that you are both independent. And that they've carried out their survey. They've looked through my track record since when I was a very young person. They read a fantastic resume. Even me, I don't think I have that kind of resume. So I said, collect this paper, let me use it as a template. So when people write on your behalf, they do their due diligence on your behalf. You really appreciate. So for me, I consider it as a privilege, honor for you writing my book. And all that they have written today and they have said to my face today, I will include it in my memoir. And that will form my daughter gave me a book. She gave me a book, empty, nothing inside the book. He said, Daddy, I said, yes. He said, I want you to do something. He said, please document your life for me inside the book. Hand it over to me if you are alive in the next 10 years. So this thing that you have written, you have even made my job easier. So I will just copy and paste. You understand? So thank you very much. I appreciate everything which you have done, and I thank your members. I also thank members of the press. Please let us continue to inspire hope in our country. We still have leaders. We still have people that, when given opportunity today, they will turn the fortune of this country to be greater and better benefit of each and every one of us. Thank you very much, and God bless you.